Saturday. Christmas comes early.
Unbelievable! Welcome to this incredible scene.
Bills.
To the end zone!
Chargers.
It's a touchdown!
An exclusive NFL game.
That's fantastic!
Live in primetime.
Wow!
Only on Peacock.
With a Christmas gift to their fans.
They're having some fun now.
Bills versus Chargers. Saturday, 7:30 Eastern. Exclusively on Peacock.
Tired of ads interrupting your favorite show? Good news. Ad-free listening on Amazon Music is included with your Prime membership. Download the Amazon Music app or visit amazon.com/ad-free sports. That's amazon.com/ad-free sports to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads. Enjoy thousands of Acast shows ad-free for Prime members. Some shows may have ads.
Thanks for choosing this free Anfield Index podcast. If you'd prefer to listen to this or any of our other shows without adverts, then now's the time to check out Anfield Index Pro. With AI Pro, you can supercharge your entire listening experience. You'll not only get all of our podcasts without the ads, but you'll have them far faster with our Quick Publish feature available exclusively for subscribers. AI Pro also puts you in the heart of our sound studio, with an option to listen to many of our shows live and interact with the podcasters in real time as the shows are recording. Upgrading couldn't be easier. AI Pro is available on all popular podcast platforms, and we have our own apps for Apple and Android. Just head on over to AnfieldIndexPro.com and get started today.
Hello and welcome to the Daily Red, your lunchtime catch-up on all things Liverpool FC on a Friday before Liverpool take on Arsenal in the Premier League. Big game. Should be a big game atmosphere. 5:30 kickoff, floodlights on. Arsenal, noted for bottling trips to Anfield in the past, would be no surprise if Arteta comes and tries to park a bus. He's done it multiple times in the past. He understands that his team can't cope with us when we play at a high tempo. And if we do play like we did against West Ham, we will cut them open. It's as simple as that. If we play like we played against West Ham, we will cut them open. And they don't offer, at the moment, all that significant of a threat going forward. Obviously, they've got outstanding attacking players. Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Jesus. But something is missing when they attack at the moment, something that they had last year. Maybe it's that connective piece that Granit Xhaka gave them. Now, Granit Xhaka, for 6 of his 7 years at Arsenal, could best be described as a flop. But last season, he was brilliant for them, bizarrely, and then they decided to get rid of him. But he added something last year, connecting kind of the deeper midfield role to the attack and having great symmetry with, or great chemistry rather, with Zinchenko stepping in from left back. And between them, they were able to make things work. That's not there this year. Martinelli hasn't been particularly good this year either. Jesus doesn't look as explosive, maybe, as he did at the start of last season. There's no question that a year ago they were a better team than they are now, which, when you spent 200 million in the summer, a little bit of a concern. Now, they are top, but they've got less points than last season. They're not as dynamic. They are grinding out results, and people seem to want to get very excited about that, but we're doing the same thing. We were desperate for 3 games in a row prior to the United game and still won the games. But you look at the Brighton game, for example, and Arsenal played really well, like really, really well. Best performance they've put forward this season. And yet it could very easily have been 1-1 before Havertz wrapped it up. Pascal Gross missed a massive chance because for all their possession and their field tilt, whatever the fuck that's meant to be, they are struggling to break down defences. And I really do think if we play Gomez in this one and go Gomez, Kanate, Virgil, Costas as a back four, I really do think they'd have a tough time breaking us down. And if we went Trent, Endo, Curtis in midfield, I don't know that they could live with us all that well. And then Salah, Gakpo or Darwin, and Dominic on the left. I really do think that team exploits the weaknesses in the Arsenal team. It should be a good game. We've obviously got injuries. They've got some as well. Not to the level that we have. But it'll be a convenient excuse for Arteta if and when they lose. Let's have a look then and see what injuries we have. So obviously we're missing Robertson. We're missing Thiago. We're missing Matip. We're missing Jota. We're missing Alexis. We're missing Besetic. And then we'll wait and see what happens with Ryan Gravenberch. They are missing Fabio Vieira, squad player. Tomiyasu, I think, is a blow for them. Thomas Partey is their one starter who's missing. Jorginho is out. Mohamed El Neni is out, but he never plays anyway. And then Julian Timber. Timber probably would be a starter, but like, I'm not sure where. Right back, probably. They claim they bought him to play left back, but I feel like Zinchenko's kind of important to them. Now, if he plays right back, 50 million Ben White is out of the team. That's the Ben White that Arteta initially thought was better than Saliba. But now apparently Saliba is the best centre-back in the world. It's a very strange thing. But yeah, like Partey is the only one that you would look at and say definite starter. I think Tomiyasu and Timber will be better at right back than White, but Ben White cost them 50 million. They can't complain about that. Partey is the big blow for them. And we'll see if he ever plays for them again because it's all a bit strange. We're missing from our, I suppose, best 11. Robbo, though Costas has been really good of late. Alexis, obviously. I mean, you could make an argument for Jota. You can make an argument for Thiago. Matip obviously was starting for us before he got hurt, but Ibu is better than Matip. But I would say our injuries are a bit more harmful to us and how we play than theirs are to them, especially when you consider what depth you have behind it. This is Anfield's lead piece is on Luis Diaz and his form, a short-term issue or a bigger concern. Well, I mean, it's not a short-term issue. He came back from his knee injury and he's been poor since. That's not a short-term thing. There's a piece about Endo, the last word on the West Ham game. No new injuries. Andy Robertson injury latest with Jurgen Klopp hopeful for a return next month. Mikel Arteta says players don't need Anfield, warning the aim is to silence the crowd. Okay. Xabi Alonso has set a German record, going 25 games unbeaten to begin the season, which is pretty impressive. Arsenal petrified of key battle versus Liverpool, but monster Declan Rice is key. Key to what? Oh, it's an Arsenal fan talking about the areas that he thinks are important in this game. The triangle of Declan Rice, Gabriel and William Saliba is near unbeatable at the moment. And yet, Aston Villa beat them very, very recently. Brighton worked their way through it multiple times, and they've only conceded the same number of goals as us, and our defence has not been given half the plaudits. We don't even have a defensive midfielder, and yet we've conceded the same number of goals as them. So that's a bit weird. Yeah. On to Liverpool.com. Let's see what they've got for us today. Hopes and dreams, I'd imagine. Maybe some way to work Kylian Mbappe into a deal. Did see Reach PLC are making more people redundant, and I think a couple of the Liverpool.com writers are actually gone now as well. So hopefully they all find something in the future. Jurgen Klopp could unleash exciting new Liverpool trio on Arsenal for the first time this season. Okay. Liverpool have released a statement about the European Super League. I mean, I don't think this is the end of it. Frankly, I think there's going to be more to come, but for now, there's nothing really happening with it. Liverpool midfielder signs new contract as Jurgen Klopp on red alert for transfer. Come back to that. Juventus in talks with Man City over star Liverpool eyed as 3-0 battle for England wonder kid. Right, we'll check that out as well. Bobby Clark has signed a new contract with the club. Doesn't say how long the contract is, but that is good news. Very, very talented player. Such a shame that he was injured this season during the Europa League run, because there definitely would have been games for him there. Such a talented player. Liverpool, according to the Express, which, it's the Express, are eyeing up Divine Wrench of Ajax. Very talented player. Very, very talented. Are said to be looking at Gerald Hatto, and Manchester United looking at Brian Brobby. Hatto actually would be really good for us as well if we did want to keep playing a back three. But Divine Wrench is very good, and I certainly wouldn't be against moving for him. Let's see. What is the front three that we could unleash?
With Kroger brand products, you can make all your favorite things this holiday season, because Kroger brand's proven quality products come at exceptionally low prices. And with a money-back quality guarantee, every dish is sure to be a favorite.
These are a few of my favorite things.
Whether you shop delivery, pickup, or in-store, Kroger brand has all your favorite things. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Tired of ads interrupting your favorite show? Good news. Ad-free listening on Amazon Music is included with your Prime membership. Download the Amazon Music app or visit amazon.com/ad-free sports. That's amazon.com/ad-free sports to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads. Enjoy thousands of Acast shows ad-free for Prime members. Some shows may have ads.
Oh, it would be, Nunez left, Gakpo to the middle, Salah right side. Okay. So basically what happened in the week, only Salah in for Harvey. It makes sense. It really does make sense. Right. Let's see. Oh, Juventus, Calvin Phillips. Premier League trio circle English wonder kid. Oh, Samuel Illing Jr. Of Juventus. Very, very talented player. Could definitely see him doing well at Crystal Palace would actually be a really good fit. They could do with a left winger, and I think he would fit in really well into that role. On AnfieldIndex.com, David Ornstein, among other things, said that Mo Salah wants to stay at Liverpool. That is the information he has. So fingers crossed something can get done there. Tony Evans has his latest piece up. Liverpool are in Arteta's head. Roy Keane sticking to his guns regarding Virgil van Dijk. Roy is a very stubborn man who's never going to back down off a position, so that's just what it is. Journalist, got a funny feeling Arsenal will win the league. That was the Arsenal fan who works for The Guardian, who was on Rival Recon with Harry this week. Podcast-wise, there is that Rival Recon. There's also Scouted Ahead of Arsenal. There is Mulby on the Spot. So check that one out. The Under Pressure boys have another one up, and it is a belter. It's Dan Kennett, Hamza, and Cy Brundish looking at the West Ham game, which absolutely warranted its own Under Pressure pod. So make sure you give that one a listen. It's really, really good. The new Scouser Tommies has dropped. Jim Boardman, Jay Reid. What more could you want? Like, seriously, what more could you want? Get on that and get listening to it now. Media Matters. Dave Davis and Ben Botzek having a look at the West Ham game and a few bits and bobs. So make sure you give that a listen. And away from Liverpool-related things, but connected to Anfield Index and Liverpool-related things, the good brother Trev Downey, as you may or may not be aware, has a podcast called The Great Stories, where he reads a short story and then comments on it. And it is fantastic. And Trev has put up a new episode of The Great Stories, Casting the Runes by M.R. James. Make sure you give this a listen. These are always brilliant, and so much time and effort goes into them. So be sound, put on The Great Stories. Like, if you're struggling to sleep or anything, I often find listening to something like that will help because it just puts you at ease and you can just drift away with it. But you should also listen to it when you're fully awake and able to take in what Trev is saying. So The Great Stories, at Great Stories Pod, I believe, on the at Great Stories Pod on the Twitter machine, or just follow Trev, which you should be doing anyway. Right. I will see you all on, I'm thinking Thursday. Definitely not doing anything Monday or Tuesday. And I think I'm busy Wednesday with family stuff. This is the curse of Christmas, so that you have to put up with your family. So I think we're probably looking at Thursday for the next one of these. But there will be a Raw after Arsenal, which is myself with Jim and Guy. Then there'll be a Raw after Burnley. And there's a few other bits and bobs that'll come out, obviously, in between as well. So we'll try and keep as much content going as we can. But obviously, look, you're going to be busy. So just make sure you listen to what I'm on. And that's all I really care about. Right. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.
We hope you enjoyed listening to this Anfield Index show. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel so future podcasts find their way to your device automatically. There's nothing quite like fan engagement, and we'd love to know what you think of anything discussed on this show. The best way to get in touch is over on our free Discord community, where both podcasters and listeners debate the hottest LFC topics 24/7. Sign up free now at AnfieldIndex.com/Discord. You won't regret it. You can also follow us on Twitter at Anfield Index and find us on Facebook by searching for Anfield Index. Oh, and before you go, we'd love it if you could leave us a 5-star review on your favourite podcast app. It only takes a couple of seconds, and it means the world to the people who create these free shows.
Sports Social Podcast Network.
Tired of ads interrupting your favorite show? Good news. Ad-free listening on Amazon Music is included with your Prime membership. Download the Amazon Music app or visit amazon.com/ad-free sports. That's amazon.com/ad-free sports to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads. Enjoy thousands of Acast shows ad-free for Prime members. Some shows may have ads.